Well, g'day again. This is take 2 on a rant about absolutely nothing, other than the fact that I just feel like having a rant and telling a few tales about my recent experiences on the job. Now, I don't sort of rant and rave too much about what I do for a living, but lately what I've been doing for a living and finding it very, very interesting, enjoyable, challenging, and something a little bit beyond the usual that you would choose as a career. I've never actually chosen careers, I've just fallen into them, and these days I'm actually reading power meters. Now, there are many reasons I could go into philosophically, ethically, morally, and all the rest about why we shouldn't even have meters on our houses. We shouldn't be charged for electricity. Everything should be free. But it isn't. The reality is some very evil, rich, powerful men controlled the power supply many, many years ago, while our ancestors sat on their asses and did nothing about it and accepted the way things are. So until we get up and do something about it, this is how it is. Now, if you have electricity in your house, you probably appreciate it. That's probably how you're seeing this: having light, having heat, cooking, chilling of your beer. You like electricity. In fact, one extremely wire-legged old man came up to me today while I was reading his power meter up in Mullumbimby today, and going in the back of his yard startled him. I always startle people. That's part and parcel of my job. Startle the shit out of people. I have the authorization actually to enter properties, and so I just casually mention as I'm walking in, meter reader. Anyway, this wire-legged old gentleman comes out. Hey, you can read my meter box. Yeah, mate, reading your meter box. Okay. Usually people either get, there's a couple of ways. Some of them get really defensive, argumentative, offended. This old bloke, classic, he says to me, it's amazing, isn't it, how many people complain about the price of electricity these days, and yet when it goes out for just a few hours, how much they whinge and whinge and whinge. And I said, yeah, mate, you're dead right. You've nailed it. We appreciate our electricity, and without it, we'd be all fucked. In fact, we are fucked. You go for a few hours without electricity, you start to panic. You start to think about all that shit in your freezer, your fridge, all that beer starting to warm up that should never warm up once it's been cold. Or the fact you can't see at night time. You're missing your favourite telly shows, telly programs. I'm not even here to make a paranoid rant about conspiracy things. I'm just here to talk about everyday funny things that happen to me. And I could think of a million once I start thinking about them. One of the best ones that happened to me the other day, I was in this bad part of sort of, what is it, East Lismore? Gunnellabar, anyway. And you think of Gunnellabar as one of the more trendy parts, but there's some really suspect parts. Every frickin' house, I mean everyone, if not everyone, every second one, because you don't need it, everyone, but big, aggressive, angry dogs. And that's because every second house is keeping out the people from the ones in between. And I'm not racist. I'm not slightly racist. I love human beings in general. But some of these human beings, and some of them with native Australian ancestry, as you might call it, don't have necessarily the best personalities or the best ability to handle the good old European introduced grog. And as a result, there's all sorts of problems in these communities. And so people keep big, angry, aggressive dogs. And I have to put up with that shit all day long. You wouldn't believe how stressful it is. In fact, part of it is actually part of the challenge. I love it because it's when you read on your handheld device as you're walking into a place. Sometimes you don't read it too closely. You're just looking for the side of the house, number of the meter, get it over and done with as fast as possible. Sometimes you go through a gate and you go, something don't feel good about this place. And then you read it a little bit closely. Savage dog. And then you look down a bit and you go, fuck, there's a big dog sleeping in the sun. I think I might just walk back out of this property, shut the gate, and go next door. And then I'll come back a little bit later, perhaps, if I feel a good vibe from this place. And the minute I shut the gate, all of a sudden, big fucking dogs come rushing. And you go, I just escaped by the skin of my teeth again. Just by a bit of a natural instinct. And these dogs don't let up for the next friggin' 5-10 minutes while you're reading all the other bloody houses around. So you go back to your thingy and you say, skip this one. Aggressive dog. 2 dogs. Real aggressive. Owners never came out. Tried to control them. So these people are going to get an estimate on their power meter. And their power company is probably going to put 50% on top of their previous read because they didn't obey the conditions of the contract that they agreed to. The conditions of everybody that's got electricity, you signed a contract, you've agreed that you will allow meter readers to come in and read your power meter. That's how I get paid my $20 an hour. Reading the meter. Meanwhile, they make how much? $10 a day off every single customer, and I read like 500-600 customers a day. You do the math. So sometimes it's an adrenaline rush. Don't get me wrong, I love it, a bit of an adrenaline rush sometimes. There's been a few close calls. Sometimes I make it, sometimes I don't. Where you take the risk, you look around, you survey the environment, and you go, okay, it says dog. No dog. Check the keys, rattle the gate. Okay, no dog. Walk in, open the meter box, start doing the reading, and all of a sudden you hear a dog coming. Finely tuned. Always listening to the environment. I can feel the vibe. I can feel their whiskers. And I'm going, okay, quick. And then you get this friggin' out of tolerance. And it's like, no. Out of tolerance basically means when you put a reading in and it's not what it should be, it's trying to say to you, check it again, put the right reading in, and if it's the same, hit same, bam, and they accept it. And I haven't had one go against me yet. I've only been doing it for a couple of months. And but when a big fucking dog comes running at you and you see that gate behind you, you just sort of I'm going for the gate before I go for this fucking reading. We're told to do that. It is our job to do that. If we actually get bitten, we're the one in trouble because we want not doing what we're told. So hightail it out the gate, shut the gate behind you while the dog goes up at the fucking gate. And you go, that was close. Just missed me. Now I have to stand here and say out loud, hoping that the people inside the house, because more often than not, they're inside the house. Well then, aggressive dog, savage dog. Skip. They'll get an estimate. Serve them fucking right. Make your meter box available. If you've got electricity in your house, don't have a fucking aggressive dog somewhere near the meter box where somebody can't go in and read it. I'm going to do a whole fucking blog about this later, but common sense says if you've got a contract, which you do have if you have electricity through the wire system, through a meter into your house, let the poor bastard like me read the fucking thing without nearly having a heart attack every single time. For me, that little rush is like, I get a buzz out of it. Just a slight buzz. I like dogs. Most of the time I can control them. If I see a dog, even an aggressive one, I can usually talk them down, say, come on, you're going to let me in. You're going to let me read that meter box, aren't you? Even though they stand there barking and backing off slightly the whole time, I still talk to them and say, come on, settle down, get back, go on, sit, get back, on your bed, all that sort of stuff. Commands they understand can often work. So anyway, as I was getting to about this one, it's the angry customers, the ones you got to watch. And so I get to this one place just around the corner actually from this one with all that other aggressive shit. And it's only a staffy. It's just a little, average sized English staffy, but an aggressive one, a really barky one. But this is what they train them to do in these areas with high, high populations of Indigenous Australians, because Indigenous Australians generally hate dogs, and dogs get trained to pick up on that hatred and that fear and react to it. And so you don't have a problem with the Indigenous people coming onto your property when you've got an aggressive dog. That's why they've all got them in a way. Pardon me. So, and a lot of people living in these areas are the lower socio-economic, you would call. Maybe not the highest of intelligences or highest of... In fact, they're home most of the time, so they're obviously on welfare. They're not working. They've got perhaps substance abuse issues, or they've got mental issues. And so this one particular house I came to, I had to actually, it was interesting because I thought I'd take a shortcut, but it's on a bit of a corner, but it's like a brick, retaining wall. You could have gone down and walked around, but all the time I'm looking to make a shortcut. But it's got a metal wire bar fence, not too high. Could almost hop over except for the spikes on top all the way around. Retaining wall. Walk around, because this one goes right around. And here comes out the staffy. Bark. So try talking to it. You'll be right. You let me in, won't you? You let me in. And then when I finally get to the gate, the dog's not going to let me in. And as I usually do, I just stand there for, a little bit, 10, 20, 30 seconds. Call out a bit, hello, anybody home? Are you there? Are you going to shut your fucking dog up? Is what I'm trying to basically say, but I don't say it out loud. Most of the time, that's what I'm really trying to say. Shut your fucking dog up so I can do my fucking job. But, no, because I'm dealing with customers, Have to be nice and polite. So eventually out comes this guy. He's younger than me. Looks older though. I'd say he's only in his early 30s. Dressed like a Darrow. Unshaven. Fucking Darrow. I can't talk. I think I've had this bloody jacket for 15 years myself, but at least I pay me rent. Out he comes, and I says, mate, are you going to let me in to read your power meter? Oh, you're going to read my power meter? Who the fuck you been? No one's read it for fucking months. I said, well, mate, I'm here now. We do only read it every 3 months. Yeah, fuck, send a new fucking person every time. I said, well, yeah, I'm new at the job. And the way it was carrying on, I've never done this before, but this is where I made off it. When he was going, hey, always someone fucking different. Why don't you ever see the same person? I said, mate, is it any fucking wonder? And it shut him right up. Just hit him right where he obviously wasn't of intellect. He had no intellect to gather why the fuck nobody wants to go around and read his fucking meter. I said, mate, the way you're carrying on, the way your fucking dog's carrying on, is it any fucking wonder? They always send a new person around because you're acting like a fucking goose. Now, do you want me to come and read your meter or not? And he kept swearing and carrying on. I said, mate, you got to put your dog away. Everybody says the same thing. Everybody with their dog says the same thing. Oh, she's alright. He's alright. He won't bite you. It's all good. I said, I don't care whether it will bite me or not. If it's an aggressive dog, put it away, or I can't come in and read it. And I'm just going to have to skip and put down savage dog, and you're going to get an estimate, and they'll put on 50% on top of the last reading you had. And that'll be on you, because you didn't put your dog away like I just asked you politely to do. And here's this bloody aggressive thing, no collar or nothing, completely untrained. Probably more trained than the owner. And so he did, and as he's putting it away, and I'm starting to get ready to go through the gate, he starts making some smart comment, yeah, well, hopefully next time I won't be here, and, you know, my dog will attack you. And I'm like, you fucking brain dead moron. He didn't even have to say it out loud, because he knew straight away that, yeah, it just means you won't come in. You're going to give me another estimate, just like every other friggin' time. And your power bill is going to be way higher than what it should be, because you didn't make an effort to make your meter available to the person whose job it is to read it. Now, I've got nothing to do with the people who take the money off you, how much they're going to bill you for it, any of that shit. I just put the numbers in the fucking thing so I can make a living, so I can pay my own power bills. You know, I'm just paying my bills too, and I'm walking 15, 20 kilometres a day, driving my own vehicle, in all sorts of weather, in all sorts of conditions, with all sorts of customers, with all sorts of aggressive dogs everywhere I go, just so I can survive. So don't blame me, the meter reader. I'm just here on your side. You look after me, I look after you. You treat me like shit. Ooh, accidentally hit the wrong button and you got charged an extra $20. That's not true. I've never done that yet. It actually doesn't let you. If anything comes out of context, it won't let you do it. You can sometimes go a little bit under. Hint, hint. Place I went to last week, the guys were going, actually it was this week because it is Friday, the blokes were going to me, oh mate, did you take a bribe? Did you take a bribe? I was like, no way, with my hand out here. Yeah, slip the money in. No way. But it occurred to me today. I know I could have made the story a lot better and used it as an example, but I'm not. I'd be lying if I said I did. But it occurred to me today that what I should have said to them, yeah, mate, I take bribes. Slip me $50 and I'll take $20 off you. Hey, how good would that be? I'm going to use it next time somebody asks me if I take bribes. I'm going to say that. So yeah, mate, slip me $50. I'll knock $20 off your meter reading. Just so I can watch their reaction. They'll be going, doesn't sound like a good deal. I mean, mate, $20. You're saving $20 just to slip me 50. I bet I'll get some takers. Anybody stupid enough to want to offer you a bribe in the first place, they're my man. Yeah, mate, give me $50. I'll knock $20. Bargain. In fact, mate, I'll tell you what, I'll go your halves on the difference. It's $30 difference. Give me another 15. I'll give you the 20 back in the first place. Fucking shyster, ain't I? You gotta love it. I'm drinking so much faster because I'm making a rant. I want to tell some more other stories. So many more other stories. I don't know where to begin. I'll just start with the basic. Happens to me all the time when I run into a customer. If I don't run into a customer, that's what we call them, it's fine. But when I do, I say, oh, hi mate, I'm here to read your power meter. I specifically say every single time, here to read your power meter. They go, oh, it's over in the corner over there, over in the front of the yard. I say, mate, fucking power, it's over here by the left of your house. No, it's over. Shut up, mate. I'm going to read your fucking power meter. And when you come back, they say, oh, you're reading the electricity. I said, yeah. Do you think I'd be walking up the side of your fucking house if I was here to read your water? I know the water's at the front of the house. I don't read water meters. I read power meters. Every single fucking time I read power meters. I tell people, power meters, they always, every single time, it's over there in the front. I just feel like doing a Homer Simpson around the Bart Simpson's neck and saying, did I say fucking water? I didn't say water. I never said water. I said power. Sometimes if you go to the extra length and say electricity, but it's too much of a mouthful. I don't feel like saying electricity. I'm reading your electricity meter. It's too many words for me. I've got a long day. I've got 5, 6, 7, sometimes 800 meters to read. I just want to say, I'm here to read your power meter. It's on the left side. It's on the right side. It's at the back of your house. Wherever it is, I'm here to read your power meter. Don't point me to your fucking water meter, you fucking moron. Fuck. Every fucking time. I can say meter reader. I say, thank you. I know where I'm heading. It's written on my little handheld device that says what part of the house. It saves us a lot of time. Left side, right side. Backside. I hate backside. Why the fuck would you put a power meter on that backside? In fact, rather than tell fucking tales and tales and tales of all the different things of how retarded people are, I'm just going to make it easy for people. who happen to watch this, if you've got a power meter on your house, there are a few basic rules you should just think about and follow. Number one, don't obstruct the meter. Leave it free. Number two, if the meter is on the right side of your house, do not make the only access to it from the left side of the house, where you got to go through multiple gates, walk across gardens, go through yards, especially when the house next door has theirs on the left side of the house, and you can see it from there. It's a meter away, 2 meters away. It's just there. All I want to do is just go and read your meter, get on with my day, go and read the next one, do my job. But no, you make me walk the fuck back out this person's house, all the way around the fucking other side of your house, back through again, just so I can get a few fucking numbers. Really good one. Thanks so much for your consideration. 3. Spiky plants around your meter. If you've got spiky plants around your meter, I fucking hate you. I'm going to do everything within my powers to make sure you get the highest reading possible. And in fact, probably, well, there's nothing else I can do. I just hate you. That's all. That is all. Do not put spiky plants around your meter. If they're jabbing me in the side, you're just pissing me off. And that's going to mean that somebody else is going to also get pissed off because of what you did, because I'm already pissed off. And when I'm pissed off, it could mean some poor dog that doesn't even deserve it is going to get kicked in the fucking head because you had spiky plants around your meter. Don't put spiky plants around your meter. If you put spiky plants around your meter, you're a cunt. You're an un-Australian bastard. Bad enough to have it fenced off in such a way that we have to walk all around your house, your garden, to get to your meter. But then you go and do more stupid shit. You know what it is. Don't do it. Do not block your meter. It's only going to backfire against you, and in the long run, it backfires against everybody. Because the longer it takes for me to read your meter, the more eventually it is putting up the price of electricity for every other Australian. That was the sound of every Australian saying, "You cunt." We hate paying extra for our electricity. Make it easy. Make it simple. Do not obstruct. Do not put your own little padlock on your meter box. Don't do it. You can contact your electricity supplier and say, "I want to lock my box," or "I want to lock my gate. Can you send me out a padlock?" And meter readers will have a generic key to get into those padlocks to save a lot of time. If we got to sit there spending 5 minutes, this key won't work, this key won't work, this key won't work. This fuckwit used his own padlock. Skip, estimate, padlocked. Give him an overestimate on his next bill because you're a fuckwit for putting a fucking wrong padlock on your gate or your meter box. Don't do that either. It's only going to cost you more in the long run. And if you demand that somebody sends out an extra meter reader, there's probably another $50 on top of that to send out an extra person to read it for you because you were such an idiot to put a $3 lock on your box that you didn't need in the first place. Now, I understand some people want to put locks on their boxes. Oh, and I'm nearly running out of time. I've only got about a minute left. People that put locks on their boxes, and you might want to consider doing it too. Contact your meter, your energy provider, and get a proper lock on your box. One of the reasons you will want to do that, and I don't recommend it because it pisses me off, but if you do it, go ahead and do it, because if somebody's going to be breaking into your house and you've got a security system and you've got cameras and everything is running off electricity, one of the first things they might want to do is go to your power box and cut off your electricity. So think about that. It makes sense. I don't mind whipping out the key to open up one little padlock because you've got some common sense. I wish more people had common sense. I'll talk to you next time. See ya.